everyone. Welcome to another TalentEgg Talks with Career Connections. My name is Mary Barroll, and I'm president of TalentEgg. Today, we want to tackle some common myths about jobs in the insurance industry. I'm joined by Trevor Buttrum, manager of Career Connections, a division of the Insurance Institute focused on providing young adults and job seekers with the tools and resources to enhance their careers in insurance. Welcome, Trevor.
Thanks so much, Mary. Definitely excited to bust some myths today.
Well, during our time together, Trevor and I will be joined by insurance professionals from across Canada who will help us debunk some myths about working in insurance. Trevor, what's the first myth we're going to tackle today?
Sometimes in our work with students and early career professionals, Mary, we hear that they think that insurance is all about sales. But we know from professionals like Leanne Taylor, who's the manager of client service auto at Hub International, that that just isn't true.
Leanne is an expert in the insurance industry with a proven track record of coaching, leading, and managing teams through transformational change. Leanne, what do you think about the idea that insurance is all about sales?
Thank you, Mary. Thank you for having me. The insurance industry is massive, and in the insurance industry alone, it's very complex. And quite frankly, sales, while it's important for any organization, any business, no business goes into operation to lose money. There's just so much more to be had within the insurance industry. In fact, when you think about insurance, you think about the purchase of an insurance policy. But behind that are underwriters, are actuaries, there's human resource professionals, and the customer service representatives, not to mention the service side of it, which is the claims division. So there are many facets of the organization within the insurance industry that does help to contribute for that overall experience. And ultimately, as an insurance professional, we are all here, whether you're a broker, an underwriter, or a claims adjuster, you're all here to help provide peace of mind and support a client when trying to understand what is insurance, what do I need, when do I need it, how much am I going to pay, and who's going to be there for me, when something happens, such as a loss.
Yeah, Leanne, that's fantastic, and a robust sort of overview of, all of the different roles that come together to be those trusted advisors to our customers, both internal and external within the insurance organization. And I think, one of the things that's so important to realize is of the gateway roles that Career Connections promotes on our website, only 2 of those are actually focused on sales and business development. And so while the broker agent role or the roles in business development are pivotal, as you said, Leanne, to sales and service and bringing our customers together, they represent just one component of the career paths that are available. The other thing that I want to mention too, just about sales in the insurance industry, is that our products, particularly in P&C insurance, they're not optional. They're legislated by law that we require insurance to drive a car. We require insurance to own a home that has a mortgage. So, the individuals are going to be coming to us with a need, and they really need that broker to be that advisor to navigate through what it is that they're trying to insure and to make sure that they're making really strong recommendations to put the right product and service into play.
So now let's tackle our second myth about the insurance industry, that insurance is for older professionals. Trevor, what's that all about?
Well, Mary, the Insurance Institute undertook demographic research, and that essentially is a census and takes a look at, who comprises the insurance industry. And what that showed us is that 25,000 professionals are eligible to retire between now and 2027. The vast majority of that will be by 2022. That represents a radical shift in terms of the overall composition of our workforce. And we're on the hunt for talented, creative, and motivated young people to join us within the sector. We've got Warren joining us to talk a little bit more about how insurance is an industry that's on the hunt for young talent.
And joining us now is Warren Ting, who's the Vice President of Underwriting at HTM Insurance. Warren is a specialist in change management, portfolio management, and team building. As the Vice President of Underwriting, he oversees underwriting services and connects clients to their needs. Warren, insurance careers are often thought of as a career for more mature professionals, but what's your thoughts on this?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. What I would say is that is one big myth that the insurance industry only hires or is only fit for older people, where we in fact are always looking for new talent, new blood, and an energetic group of young people to start in the industry. Now, the industry itself, as Trevor said, within the next 5 years, we're going to see a large influx of retirees, and we need people, young people, to replace that talent. I'm also a professor or an instructor for one of the college programs, and over the past few years, many colleges and post-secondary institutions have actually created insurance programs in order to attract new grads, high school students, career changers, because we need that talent. And it's a place where talent will be used fully if you are willing to put out the effort to build your career in it.
That's great, Warren, and you hit the nail on the head in terms of, young people being able to contribute right from the moment they join the industry. In fact, 97% of industry professionals told us in that demographic research that they feel that they contribute to their company's success, and that starts on day one. I think it's also really exciting to recognize that 46% of the industry actually are under the age of 40. And so that young talent, new ideas, and really responding to the changes that are evolving within our society is coming from that diversity of thought that's now representative within our workforce.
Trevor, now let's welcome Nisha Fernandez to bust our third insurance myth. Nisha is the Assistant Vice President of Client Services at Munich Re Canada. Nisha defines her work through compassion and client comfort.
A common myth is that insurance is boring, but in fact, it's at the forefront of game changers and is a dynamic industry that is constantly evolving. There's always something new to explore within this industry.
Well, Nisha, why do people sometimes consider a career in insurance to be boring? And what's the reality from your perspective?
So I think there's lots of reasons why people might think insurance is boring. I mean, if you look at how insurance is portrayed in the media, you might see a 1950s insurance salesman going door to door, or someone today might think of their home and auto insurance as the only insurance career that they know. But in reality, insurance, a career in the insurance industry is vast. There is so much you can get into, from claims, from risk management to business development. I think if whatever interests you have, the insurance industry will be a right fit for you. For example, in my role in client management, I like to go out and meet people, and that is my entire role. I get to go for lunches and dinners. I get to go to basketball games and hockey games and baseball games. And that's my career in insurance, So the insurance industry can be whatever you want it to be and whatever your interests are.
Nisha, as well, I think it's really amazing, as you talk about the social aspects, obviously during an era of social distancing, those look a little bit different, but we know that it's something that continues to be a big part of it, is the people-driven nature of our business. I think the other thing to note is that insurance, the vast range of products and services that are out there, right? So many different emerging pieces, whether it's cybersecurity, whether it's climate change, talking a little bit about autonomous vehicles, all of those things are coming to be at the forefront and key areas that insurance professionals need to lend their expertise to.
Trevor, now let's get to our fourth myth about the industry, that you need a business degree to work in insurance. Joining us is Brad Keeling, the Casualty Claims Supervisor at Wawanesa Insurance. Brad credits his success within the insurance industry to three main skills: adaptability, willingness to learn, and communication.
Yeah, Mary, one of the things that we hear all the time from students is that they think that they require that business acumen or that technology background or math skills to be a part of the insurance industry. But in fact, we need people regardless of their educational background because insurance is a part of each and every facet of our lives. Brad, who's joining us today, is actually a kinesiology graduate.
So yeah, absolutely. It is a myth that you have to have a business degree to find a place in the insurance industry. I would definitely say that in my experience, I've come across many people that have all different experiences and backgrounds in their life, and they all have value to bring to the industry. It's because the industry is so important and integrated into the economy and to our society. Uh, we need people who can bring their insights and their experience and perspectives to all different types of jobs. I think the myth that you need a business education or a business degree, um, it it really is a barrier because people need to understand that there's so many resources and so many ways to develop the skills to be effective within the industry. The Insurance Institute has the Chartered Insurance Professional designation, which can help prepare people for just about any challenge that you're going to come across in the industry. Um, Many companies, they provide you with all the resources that you need, the experience that you get. It all prepares you. And I've come across people who have backgrounds that you wouldn't normally think. So people who have an engineering background or an interest in engineering, they can find a place, working in forensics, per se, or in software design. Or you come across people who are just really interested in helping others find, financial solutions and be protected. Make sure that their families are taken care of when things go wrong in their life. So you might want to be interested in being a broker or an agent. So, um, I've come across people that just are really into cool tech. So people that are like that, they might want to get into property appraisal and work with drones. That's kind of an emerging trend within the industry. So there's there's really a lot of opportunities to chase your passion and chase your interests within the industry because there is so much opportunity and there's so many different ways to work within the industry that you really don't need to have a business degree to find a place and to find success.
Brad, just picking up on your points, I think one of the things that really stands out for me is that insurance is really this niche microcosm of like the entire labor market. So we do need, people with finance backgrounds, people with business acumen, absolutely. But it's those other robust skill sets that really round it out and allow us to offer the full range of products and services that we need to meet the needs of our clients. I think as well, one of the things that kind of manifests for me is the diversity in skill set. And I know with your kinesiology background, you are actually at an advantage in claims because of your medical terminology, knowledge of the body and human kinetics and the way that it all fits together in terms of putting the right treatment plan into place to help somebody get back to where they were, say from a car accident or whatever the case may be, so that they can return to work and to their lives. So again, we tap into that subject matter expertise in so many diverse and unique ways across the sector.
And now helping us bust our final myth is Chloe Lyons. Chloe is the Senior Consultant of Talent Acquisition at Travelers Canada. Chloe has a passion for strategic and creative talent acquisition. Trevor, what is our final myth?
Well, Mary, we hear sometimes from students and new grads that they're a little unsure about whether insurance employers are top employers. And Chloe, is that true? Who are the top employers in the insurance industry? And how can prospective applicants stand out?
Well, great question, Trevor. I think we should really start by asking, what is a top employer? How do we define them by their actions? And I personally believe that top employers are giving to their communities through initiatives or matching programs. They're talent builders, right, with programs for educational support and career progression. They're financially strong with history and global reach potentially. And they're led by the best and most diverse talent that there is in any industry. And I do feel that within the insurance market and industry, we can check most of those boxes. And the second question really would be, what would you want to get out of an internship or a role in general? And I think that the number one answer to that you'll find is, am I going to be a contributing member of the team? Am I going to learn on the job and feel like I'm making an impact? And I also feel like many insurers can check that box. And I'll give you an example. We have surveyed our 2020 interns, and 100% of our interns felt that they were given the right amount of challenging work. They wanted to return for either another internship or full-time employment. So that proves that they felt they were making an impact during their time with us. And 100% were satisfied with the training and development opportunities. And I think that you, again, will find very similar answers across the board in the insurance market.
Yeah, Chloe, I think would echo that. I think insurance has a really amazing story to tell in terms of employee satisfaction and in terms of making that contribution that you're talking about, and employers actually inspiring their workforce to do and give their very best. 94% of industry professionals are proud to work in insurance. 77% feel that their company inspires them to do their very best work. And we see engagement ratings. We see people feeling really connected to and inspired by the work that they get to do each and every day. And that applies across the student demographics. And I think with the developmental programs, the internship programs that you mentioned, companies more and more bringing that online and making that investment in student and new grad talent distinguish them as really top employers in any industry, particularly within ours.
Well, that brings us to the end of our TalentEgg Talks with Career Connections. Trevor, thanks so much for helping us bust those myths into oblivion. I certainly learned new things, and it was good to know that there's so much opportunity for students and new grads in the insurance industry.
It definitely is, Mary, and it's so great when we can bring in our ambassadors with inspiring stories, advice, and a little bit of their own lived experience that I think will be really beneficial to all the students and new grads seeking a career in insurance.
Absolutely. Thank you to all our guests for helping us debunk insurance-related myths. And thank you to our audience for joining us. Visit our website, talentegg.ca, to find out more information about Career Connections and the insurance industry. This video will be available on TalentEgg's YouTube channel and social media. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us for more TalentEgg Talks. See you next time.